The human brain, along with the spinal cord, constitute the central nervous system. It plays a vital role in governing our body, issuing and coordinating signals essential for our survival. The brain acts as our body's computer, handling automatic tasks like breathing and hunger, as well as physical activities like walking. Additionally, it manages our thinking, self-awareness, communication, and how we interact with the world around us. The nervous system connects our entire body to the brain and spinal cord. Through this network, information travels back and forth, enabling our brain to maintain balance and keep us alive. How our brain receives information from the outside, how this information is processed, how it relates to our internal world, and how it generates the responses is a complex process that involves the interconnected functioning of all brain areas. Although there are more complex ways to interpret the brain, Paul MacLean, an American neurologist and psychiatrist, proposed the theory of the triune brain. This simple theory still allows us to understand how we capture information, and especially how we respond to it when we have experienced trauma as opposed to someone that has not. In this theory, the brain is roughly divided into three areas. The first, the reptilian brain, is made of the brainstem and the cerebellum. It is in charge of the automatic functions of the organism and provides us with the essential survival, moving us to maintain life. This part of the brain is responsible to decide to fight or to flee from a dangerous situation, for example, because the attacker looks stronger. It can even decide to play dead to try to go unnoticed. The second area, it's the emotional brain formed by the limbic system that involves structures such as the thalamus and hypothalamus. Through these structures, the brain perceives external stimuli, regulates emotions, and produces hormones responsible for regulating basic needs like hunger or sleep. The third and last area is the neocortex, which is divided into two hemispheres that are responsible for many activities like learning, visual perception, and creativity. The way our brain develops and how we learn to relate to the world in our childhood depends on the way we are treated by our caregivers, the environment in which we grow up, and the presence of traumatizing situations. The brain's primary purpose is to help us adapt for survival. Past experiences play a crucial role in shaping our responses and creating patterns of action. They can influence how we react to similar situations based on past events that triggered them. When we face a dangerous situation, normally we can handle it using our own abilities or with support from someone else. In such cases, our brain processes the situation as resolved and stores it in our memory bank for future reference. But as children facing constant life-threatening situations or experiencing chronic stress can have lasting effects, similarly, witnessing catastrophic events as adults, over which we have no control, can make our brains hypersensitive to signals associated with fear. When we encounter events resembling these experiences, our reptilian brain responds with survival reactions: fight, flee, or freeze. When we feel threatened, our brain goes into survival mode. This part of our brain, called the reptilian brain, takes control, and it can make it harder for us to think clearly and make smart choices. Let's imagine a person who had a car accident in the past. Now, she is driving on a rainy day when suddenly a car in front of her crashes. Even though the danger has passed, their brain starts freaking out because it remembers the scary accident she had before. When our reptilian brain takes over, the neocortical brain becomes less active. This part is usually responsible for helping us think calmly and logically. So, when the neocortical brain is less active, it's tough to reason clearly or make good decisions. Even though the calmer part of their brain tries to tell her that she is safe, the scared part of their brain, the reptilian brain, is too powerful, and she can start feeling really scared and stressed. She knows she is not in immediate danger, but her brain and body react as if she is. She might feel her heart racing, muscles getting tense, and she won't be able to think clearly because she is too scared. These sensations together are called hyperarousal. Even when we know we're safe, past scary experiences can still make us react strongly to similar situations. Our brains can sometimes make us feel like we're in danger, even when we're not. It's like our survival instincts take over and make us act quickly, without thinking much. This is how your brain acts on trauma. In the next video, I will tell you how to recognize its effects and how it is possible to recalibrate our system, to disconnect, and become more in control of ourselves.